Hey there, I need to ask you a question. Do you ever think about where we came from? I don't mean our species, I mean the whole universe. I've been pondering it a lot lately. My therapist says I should stop before I literally go insane. Do you ever wonder if this is real? Are we real living beings, or is this all made up? What I'm trying to say is, are we all living in a computer simulation? Who came up with this theory? Ever hear of the simulation hypothesis? Do physicists actually believe we're living in the Matrix? We'll be talking about all of that and more. But first, want to step into a world cooler than the Matrix? Keep watching till the end of the video and subscribe for more amazing content. Now, right off the bat, you're probably scratching your head thinking, what is this person talking about? Reality is an illusion? That's crazy talk. I pinched myself and I assure you I am real. Ouch! Well, I suggest you prepare yourself because this information may expand your mind as wide as the universe itself. In order to properly understand the idea of simulation hypothesis, we need to venture back to its origins. Well, it's easy to believe it was all made up by some nerdy science professor on his lunch hour. The theory actually dates back thousands of years to ancient China. Zhuangzi, a Chinese philosopher who lived between the years of 369 and 286 BC, is said to be the first to present the idea of reality being an illusion. In a passage known as the butterfly dream, Zhuangzi outlines how dreams can seem so real, the senses that help us tell them apart from reality shouldn't be trusted. Other ancient philosophies, such as that of the Maya, have also suggested something similar. While the works of ancient philosophers should no doubt live on, we'd be doing you a great disservice if we didn't discuss the science behind the theory. Let's fast forward to the present day. Nick Bostrom, a Swedish philosopher at the University of Oxford, has expanded on the idea of something called the simulation hypothesis. In a 2010 paper he wrote titled, "Are You Living in a Computer Simulation?" Nick's argument is broken down to 3 main points. Each acts as a possible scenario, but only one can be reality. The scenarios read as the following. Number 1, the fraction of human-level civilizations that reach a post-human stage is very close to 0. Number 2, the fraction of post-human civilizations that are interested in running ancestor simulations is very close to 0. Number 3, the fraction of all people with our kind of experiences that are living in a simulation is very close to none. I get it. Your mind is probably running laps about now. We can almost hear you yelling. Not to worry. Scientific English can be pretty complicated. Let's translate, shall we? In several articles, Nick Bostrom's 3 points have been basically simplified down to this. Number 1, the human species will most likely be wiped out before we can develop technology to create a simulation. Number 2, the species that exists after humans may also not have the tools to create such a simulation. Either that, or they'll see it as immoral. Number 3, we're already living in a simulation. If you're thinking this is a complete and total mind frig, you and I are on the same page. But admit it, this sort of discussion is also fascinating. If Bostrom's theory intrigues you as much as it intrigues me, it can be enough to change your entire outlook on life. Let's talk about virtual reality for a moment. Remember the first of Bostrom's points? The one that said that the human species is likely to die out before creating its own simulation. Well, we're kind of creating it in our own way already. It seems the world of VR is unstoppable. You can't stroll through a movie theater or a shopping mall without some annoying guy asking you if you'd like to try the newest Star Wars VR. It seems to have hit us like a computer-generated tidal wave. You know what? I like Star Wars. Let me try that helmet on for a second. The road to virtual reality began in 1935 when American sci-fi author Stanley Weinbaum created a story called Pygmalion Spectacles. In the story, the main character dons a pair of glasses that transports him into a world full of holographic recordings. You may have recently seen a similar idea in the movie Ready Player One. While Stanley Weinbaum's story only outlines the idea of virtual reality, the first actual VR machine was not invented until 1956, when an American filmmaker by the name of Morton Hellig gave the world Sensorama. Allowing up to 4 people at a time, this machine would immerse its audience into the 3D experience, an innovation that Stanley referred to as the cinema of the future. Over the next several decades, the possibilities of VR were explored thoroughly, with many different advancements made to the technology. As of 2018, many of the world's leading corporations have their own brands of VR equipment. These include companies like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, and Samsung. Now at this point in the video, you may be thinking, yeah, this is fascinating and all, but where does it tie in with our world already being a simulation? Well, get a load of this. While discussing the origins of VR technology, you may have noticed that Morton Hellig's machine was invented in 1956. That was only 63 years ago. Look at it from this perspective. In the time that Tom Hanks has been alive, he's seen a tiny 3D box with some cool images become a helmet that transports you into the Star Wars universe. If you add all the advancements we've made with video games and phones, it's safe to say we've come quite a long way in just 6 decades. You have to wonder, if a species can advance in simulation technology this quickly, what if another civilization has already beaten us to it? And we're in their simulation. Yeah, the idea sounds absurd, but so do plenty of others. Imagine what people thought when it was first suggested that a frozen person can be brought back to life. But back to simulation talk. If you think we're crazy, talk to engineer and Tesla CEO Elon Musk. He seems to stand by this theory. On multiple occasions, Elon has used the game of Pong as an example for how a simple video game invented in 1972 can advance into the games we play today. With such quick advancements in technology, is it possible we are already in someone else's simulation? While Elon Musk believes there's a 1 in a billion chance that we're living in base reality, Nick Bostrom thinks that the odds we are living in a simulation is about 20%. Astrophysicist Neil deGrasse Tyson also weighed in, believing there to be a 50% chance. While people's theories on the topic may vary, Elon Musk states that we better hope that we're in a simulation. This way, the civilization responsible for us will continue to advance. If it turns out that we are on our own, our technological process will eventually reach the end, resulting in what may be our doom. Alright, this is all very compelling stuff, but has any of it been put to the test? I mean, is anybody actually out there physically trying to prove whether or not our entire universe is fake? How would you even do that? As it turns out, there are several proposed ideas for how we would test the simulation hypothesis. Too bad it's illegal to simulate cash, because the amount of money these experiments cost could surely use some quick moolah. In 2018, a scientist named Tom Campbell started a GoFundMe page. The objective? To raise $150,000 for experiments to test the theory, as well as document it on film. If you're not a physicist, ideas for how one properly tests the simulation hypothesis are enough to make your head explode. Just explaining it is no easy task. But based on what we've read, in order to confirm whether or not the theory is true, one has to look at it as a video game. If the system projecting the simulation has limited resources, physicists suggest that it would only produce content when we as the subjects need to observe it. That which we are not observing doesn't exist. Whatever that means. I'm kinda freaked out. Do you think we're living in a simulated reality? Sound off in the comment section. And don't forget to hit the bell and subscribe for more great content.
Enjoyed this video? Hit like, share, and subscribe to Curiosity. Wait! Why not fulfill your curiosity by watching these other awesome videos? Go ahead, choose the left or the right video and enjoy.